using a charge to roll for a gemstone, do I like use versatile, attack, or other formula? Or what do I do?
For what?
Using a charge of the stone scoring to roll for a gemstone. Do I use attack, versatile, or other formula?
I'll use attack.
Okay. Let's go.
Axel's picture is still his profile picture, and it's massive now.
Oh yeah, I changed it for a new one. It's amazing.
It's so unfortunate. Rolls a nat 1 on trying to get a precious stone.
So I create like what coal? No, what no? I mean, I think
Pretty much coal, yeah, or shale.
I just create a normal stone.
There we go. I have lists of gemstones, so it's all good. It's all good. There we go.
Do.
Quicker, give me all the buffs give me all the buffs so I can create a diamond. Man, yeah, one day, but not today.
So it would be one of these, and it's going to be imperfect. Okay.
What?
Oh, you're gonna try now? I can buff you.
It's okay. It's another one.
Oh, okay.
It is a blue quartz. It is an imperfect blue quartz.
Yeah, that's better than I expected.
Well, it's quartz. Quartz is generally not that great.
It's very common.
It is incredibly common. And I'm going to just change the name to say imperfect. There we go.
What does imperfect mean?
I know you're working on that now.
It's flawed. That's all. And
Oh, so-
this thing is worth 2 gold instead of 10.
Oh.
There you
It's
go.
okay, people.
No,
Look at this. Now, if I rest after using my chart for this all day, then we can make an infinite money glitch.
Yay! We can just stay here for the rest of the campaign and just make money.
And in a couple of years, we're going to be rich, baby. Nah. Let's continue, shall we?
I mean, like, you're going to crash the economy in this area first. That's...
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, true.
That's the reason we didn't have the option to sell in the what was it there? The artifact.
Oh, yeah, your big artifact that got taken by the monkey.
Yeah. All right. One of these days, we need to talk to the monkey because okay, it's for duration and all that, but I mean, Jasyf still on now also a lot of money, you know. So maybe the monkey can give you something for the stick next time.
I mean...
fuck if I know.
I think the monkey will just laugh.
I'm the new guy. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. Whatever do you mean?
And then so to ask, after those tattoo shenanigans, that used up all the ink, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm clearing out the inventory, so I wanted to make sure.
And of course, we
That
have to
shit
mute
was
Fernando,
indeed
too.
made out of DMO.
Oh, I have a
Yeah,
question.
new Fernando looks cute.
It's nice. New Fernando's nice. It's blue. I'm blue.
Dabba-dee-dabba.
So yeah. Well, we look more like brothers now. A little blue, a little purple.
Yo.
All right. Now, Jasyf has a breastplate that can charge things with magic, right?
Yes. 'Cause Just double checking.
If I, yeah,
My mana battery breastplate.
Yep.
if I put a gemstone in there, would it make it like an active hand grenade? Because it's not hollow? Or would it not work?
Thank you for the bid, Zero G Shade. So you're asking if the battery itself. Oh, Jesus Christ.
No. If we can charge a gemstone to make it into basically a bomb.
Yeah, it's gonna blow up on his chest, but yes.
Oh, okay. So there is no delay. Okay, no. So then we don't do that. Okay.
You want to make soul gems from Skyrim? We can probably get there at some point. Just trap the Nayama inside a greater soul gem that we made.
Hmm.
I
And
mean,
then
soul gems are effectively a thing that is in the setting, so you know.
Oh, then we can start. Instead of playing the Monster Hunter, we start to play Pokemon. Then.
Yeah.
Nayama, I summon thee.
Can Jasyf use the Conjurer Mark to trap magic inside a stone?
I was
Yes.
talking about that with Undead before. He can, but we need to make the stone hollow stone, and it needs like a harder skill check for doing that. When I created,
You need to turn it into
Ooh.
a container effectively.
yeah.
Okay,
So,
okay.
So we can
Sounds like
try, but
work.
probably in when we are traveling, so we have more time to do it.
All right.
Well, boys, now, all right. Getting back to the tattoo, does the tattoo does something right now? Like, I remember it was made from like 3 different skullings, or like 3 different marks.
The different mana signatures is what you mean.
Yeah. Does he do anything like? Well, it looks cool.
Technically, your skills are also involved, so that's 4 different mana.
All right, you're one of us now. You're a brother also, brother
Yeah.
Jasyf.
Lo siento, lo siento.
Tú eres un
Bueno.
hermano. Yeah, brother.
Ay, caramba.
I guess Jasyf is
My
going to be
innate-
the...
Innate Dalaran is coming out now.
We're now brothers.
Now you are one of us. One of us. Well, what was I saying before? All right. So now you are I guess, the older brother.
How old are you guys?
She's looking at Jasyf's tattoos.
Let me read.
Nice. He doesn't see anything special.
I think Tonsal was around between 24 and 25.
And you're the oldest?
Good question. How old were you
Between
again,
the
brother?
two of you?
I don't know. We don't even know how old we were. We were in an orphanage, remember?
I mean, right, but we can like make a guess.
Maybe old enough. I can drink.
I will say yes then. I'm the older one.
That is a terrifying answer.
Is it?
I don't know how old they are. It's terrifying for me.
Yeah, I would say we are between 18 and 25.
That just makes me the oldest. I'm 26. Uh,
Oh, nice. Well,
once more, locked into responsibility.
let's go, big bro. We had to start that trip. Oh, sorry. We need to rest still. I don't remember.
I mean, we did use up like 30 charges, like in total as a group.
Oh yeah, I need to learn a little more about the stability mark. And so he's gonna walk and he's gonna go see if he can find a book to learn a bit more about his calling.
Well, it's not a bad idea. We can. I guess I can check on that also.
Reeling from the experience, both impressed and worried.
Sid
I'm
has
going to
only
get
one
out of
thing
my
in
room.
mind. Sid has only one thing in mind. He wants to learn how to use the stability mark to see if he can alter the matter in liquids. If he can like make water freeze. He's gonna try to make the atoms.
No.
He's gonna pull them together. He's gonna try. He's gonna test it.
I think it was like here at the library, right? Or just he was reading it before.
Also, Viola Shadows, thank you for the follow.
If I remember correctly, it was around here.
I just see like Sid wandering around.
So the library was going down from here, I think.
Yeah, library's down there.
Then
There's two
I'm
ways to
going to
enter.
look-
There's this way here,
oh,
and there's the way under the stairs.
then I guess we are going to meet each other in the library. You're going from the top. No one can leave the library. We have all the exits.
Alright, so you head into the library.
And we're going to try to study a little bit for resting about if we find something about our callings, like because it's something new for us, right?
Yep.
It would be an investigation or arcana check to learn about your callings. And because you're in a library, the first one's at advantage.
Best. Ooh. And well, that was.
Hey, you got good rolls.
Let's go.
All right, so with that in mind, Sid isn't getting anything at all. Tonsal, what you were learning involving your callings. So first things first, we have flesh and stone. So what one are you researching first? This one is the one at advantage.
The stone one because it's the newest one. I need to know about.
Okay. All right. So stone. What is it that you want to learn about stone? Or do you want me to give a general synopsis?
One thing I want to know. What is like I need to think about it. I was going to ask like unorthodox uses of the stone calling,
Mm-hmm. So you just want
Like,
to learn like uses of the stone calling.
Yeah, but things are like how do you say it? Like unorthodox uses, like think that can me think outside the box, because I know there is probably a lot of normal uses from the stone calling, but something more obscure. I want to look at that.
Well, some of the more obscure stuff is petrification, stone golem creation. But it's a special kind of stone golem where they make the golem itself, and that golem is essentially a suit of armor that they wear.
Ooh.
A stone cage, mining. There's upgrading gemstones, so like changing the composition of a gemstone to make it more valuable. There's structure alterations, so like if they're in a building and they change, like let's just go and say you're standing on granite floors, they change it to marble.
Oh.
A lot of it is like utilitarian, none of it's really combat. So that's kind of like what it surmises. There's also making just in general statues, where they mold stone around a person, let the person out of the stone sarcophagus, and then proceed to display the cast of that person as the statue.
Well, I got good information about it. So the mech idea is not not with that word, but like the suit of armor with like probably a combination with flesh and stone will be a good way to like be a good front line if needed. And the idea that I get like a good gemstone, I can upgrade to be even better. So it's like basically increasing the value.
Yeah.
That's good. So even if I get like a random a good gemstone but it's imperfect, I can try to make it better later.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like here's how I'm gonna put it. If you found a natural gemstone,
Mhm.
you can upgrade it with stone calling. If you make a gemstone with the stone calling and you try to upgrade that stone calling created gemstone, there's a chance that it will fracture and break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad. So one of these days we can go mining. I wonder if there is like creatures that have minerals on them, like part of their body. That would be nice to find. I need to check on that. Can I check on that in this library?
You can, but you're not getting the advantage.
Fair. I will try. Looking at the information I got, I will try to do that. Let's see. Investigate. Normal. Let's go. Big. Ah!
Yeah, you got nothing.
Well, maybe I can ask around time. That was a good amount of insight from my team. Let's go. Do you found anything, brother?
Oh, I love reading. Sid doesn't understand anything while he's reading. He's just reading. This book is really cool.
Maybe I can help you out. Look at this. This is the section I found out that there was a book about Michael. Maybe something about here, something in here for you.
Oh, see, he's gonna grab the book and put it backwards. Oh, these letters! I don't understand the language. Oh, okay. Okay, he grabbed it properly. Let's see what he finds.
Let's go,
Bruh.
bruh.
Oh yeah, this book is really interesting. What do you want to know, brother?
Roll it again. Let's see what comes up.
It
Yeah, it's a skill
explodes.
check, so exploding dice.
Oh right.
Another 20. Let's go. How many 20 can you get?
Yeah, probably one more.
Close.
36. What book are you reading on what?
The book Tonsil gave me. I'm not sure if it's the Stone Calling book. What book did you give me?
I give you like a random book around the space. I grabbed my book, thinking maybe it was something extra about Collins for you. Like,
Can we roll a random book from the library to know what I'm reading?
Yeah. High, low, good, bad.
Was it low good last session? Low good, right?
yeah, I think Logo was multiple times. Yeah.
Low good, yeah, low good.
Oh god.
You sure?
Yeah,
Let's go.
that's very low.
That is indeed very low. So, all right.
One digit.
So here we are with you looking at this book. And this talks about reversing the effects of calling overuse.
Reversing the effects
What?
of calling overuse. Holy shit.
And it explains in detail how to reverse the effects on every calling if you have it overused. So for pseudo every calling. Because the key aspects are one calling in particular, void, where it wipes you from existence. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not very good.
yeah, you aren't reversing that.
That is not ideal.
It is not ideal. Here, let's see. So metal calling, when it states that it will result in you having paler skin and fatigue from overuse, the suggestion involving that is for you to actually chew on nickel. There is a nickel filament that you are able to chew in your teeth. And essentially your body will acclimate based off of the based off of the metal that is in your mouth. Like it will actually help you reattune. Because all of these are about reattunement. But it requires you to do something that will be directly tied towards that calling. So like knowledge calling, you're going to have to pursue information and knowledge. And it actually suggests one way of getting the knowledge calling to repair, because it impedes logic and reasoning. It requires you to outright like participate in an active intellectual conversation. So like something that you do not know and that you need to try and participate in. For sight, it weakens the sense of seeing. You are to expose yourself to grand distances. So like if you were to be sitting on a bench overlooking the ocean, you are to stare out at that horizon for hours. So then your eyes can reacclimate using just outright sight. Or it suggests altitude, where you're like way up high and you can go and see really far.
Is this something about flesh?
All right, so for flesh, scroll down that. Man, that's a ways down here. Flesh. So when you overuse flesh, you can develop necrotic cysts on the body, which will cause you immense pain. The key thing to do involving flesh is to maintain physical contact with other people, which, of course, are not going to want to touch you. You have necrotic cysts all over your body. And it's going to hurt when you are in contact with them. But if you have physical contact with the flesh of others, then your body will naturally heal. It suggests having an emotional support animal.
You're telling me that if I overuse my flesh coin, I need a hug?
Yeah,
Nice.
or cuddle.
Okay.
Nice. That's easy.
For stone, it weakens bone and muscle to the point of muscle loss and death. When the death part, there's no cure for that. There's magic for that, but there's no cure for that. But for the muscle loss, it requires you to put your body through physical strain after experiencing that. But it also suggests that you put dirt in your mouth. Like that you actually eat dirt.
Okay.
There you go.
I mean,
Iron.
if
You
I
need to go
like,
to a gym and only do push-ups, and every time you go down, you take a bite at the ground.
if I get like a mud bath, like one of those that you are covered in mud, does
boba.
that work?
A what bag?
Mud.
A month.
No, mud, like
Mud bath.
A mud bath, like in the
Oh,
spas and
mud
stuff.
bath. Yeah, mud bath. Mud
Yeah.
bath works.
A boba.
The issue with a mud bath is it includes water as well. So
all right.
it still
less
works. It's
effective.
just not going to be as effective as eating dirt.
In the
Void causes the collar to slowly be torn apart by the calling itself. The issue with the void calling is that it doesn't provide like much suggestion, as opposed to, because like it's the only suggestion that it provides is exposing yourself to planar phenomenon. Like if a plane of like a planar portal opens to another plane of existence, you were to stand on the threshold of it, and you will slowly repair yourself.
Oh, that's easy.
Right.
Just find a wormhole. Easy.
And then stability. It causes the body to spontaneously repeat prior experiences it has suffered, like a scar turning back into a wound or emotional trauma that was forgotten resurfacing. So that one actually requires you to soldier through that pain and try to experience the very thing that you use to recover from it. So if it was emotional trauma that you had forgotten or repressed, you have to remember and figure out and reutilize how you repressed it. Like how you were able to forget it or get over it. Same thing with physical scars. Physical scars is actually the harder portion of this. Because let's just go and say you received a scar from like a burn, like, so somebody like splashed scalding hot water on your arm, and now you have like a scar on your arm, like permanently. And that scar goes back into being a wound. So like now it's like that third degree burn from water.
oof.
You would have to scald that arm again with hot water. And it will go back to normal. Like you have to like re-experience it. So it's like stability is fucked up in how you have to deal with it.
Essentially,
funny.
just get hurt again.
Yeah.
It's funny because I feel like using the void calling could help mitigate the stability downsides, and using the stability could help with the void side, like disappearing from existence and like being forgotten and remembering pain and like experiencing it again. It's like a cycle.
It's the circle of life.
The second one we rolled, the callings and marks, are just perfect for the first ones.
Yeah.
Just ironies and complementaries. So good.
Mhm.
But in general, like this is just the reality of it. So
Hey, that's very powerful knowledge, brother.
No,
Be sure to write it down because I'll forget.
yeah, I'll forget too.
Sid has
it's
very
okay.
short
It's
term
okay.
memory.
It's in the ball. Wait a moment.
I can only keep track of so much. I am not an infallible god. But
I'm just a lizard.
It's okay. We only need to remember that we know about it. So next time we can ask Undead again, and he can get the
and I can give you an
the
approximate
information.
answer.
Yeah,
Aboba.
exactly.
Aboba.
Boba.
Like
Let's see.
we can
Let's
ask.
see.
Well, if I do this, can I heal my overuse? And you can say maybe.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Can I roll again? Because I'm looking for like specific things that could help me. Knowledge
Okay.
that could help me.
Imagine if I overused my calling before when we were had still. Oh, what was the name? Oh man, Chomp. So I can.
Oh, jump! Yeah.
Then I have a Chomp all the time, like wrap around me, like give me a hug to make me feel better. I will
Chomp
use
would
it like a
heal
bag.
All right. So
Uh,
what are you looking for, Sid?
She's looking for any book that can help him try to use a stability mark. I mean, stability calling to interact with atoms at an atomic level. For example, to separate the fat atoms from the water in milk to make cream and stuff like that.
That does not exist.
Oh no!
You have to understand this is a medieval society. They do not understand atoms or atomic structure. They just know that if they use their marks and callings on certain things, they can produce certain results. So the thing that you're looking for is like if stability can change outright objects, which no, it cannot. The reason why is because it sustains instantaneous effects over a long period of time. It's also capable of creating a homeostasis within a body or balance within something that would topple otherwise. That is the key sentence there. Well, set of sentences. And then, of course, the example applications that everyone in Omen is aware of is that you can repeat damage. You can make it to where you can't drop below a certain number of hit points. You can give yourself perfect balance, aka you can walk on walls and such. Hence the stand on any surface. You can be immune to certain damage or effects, aka you can render yourself unaffected. Reversion to previous state, which I know is probably like the main thing that can be hinged on here, but for sake of example, you could in a way, if you were to take piss, you could use reversion to a previous state and turn it back into the liquid that it was before piss. It's not saying you're making piss drinkable piss. You're making piss into ale, or you're making piss into water, depending on what that person drank beforehand. There's disintegration, which of course is you just destabilizing the body in its entirety, and it just reverts to ash. Well, turns to ash. Resurrection, which is reversion to previous state but stronger. Unbreakable, which is the can't drop below, well, immunity to certain damage and effects but stronger. Immovable, which is perfect balance but stronger, and can't stand on any surface, which is also perfect balance but stronger.
I have a question about repeating damage.
Yeah.
How does that work?
All right, so let's just go and say you roll damage. As a matter of fact, no, I will roll Vicious Mockery. I'm gonna roll the damage for it. I'm gonna say, like, there we go. Got
Nice.
this. There's an exploding die. Roll again. All right, it's a total of 10. It's pretty good. It's pretty good for Vicious Mockery. So you got a total of 10 damage. So let's just say that Sid's like, cool, I want to repeat that damage, like, from last turn. Or like just in general, because Vicious Mockery is like, hey, it's one action. As a bonus action, can I repeat that damage? Okay. You go and you roll stability to make it to where that damage will repeat. So stability is an attack roll now. And now that person takes an additional 10 psychic damage because they take the last damage that they had taken.
I see.
Yeah.
So if we nuke someone like with a very big attack,
Yeah.
can she just like repeat that and we double nuke it?
So the easiest way to put it, if it was a weapon attack, not that hard for Sid to repeat. Not that hard. If it's one that utilizes marks, callings, and spell slots, it's harder because now you have a lot of math to do. If you spend, if we'll say you spent like a total of 6 mana between flesh and stone to petrify somebody, and you have what was it? You have Jasyf being like, cool, I am going to use Conjurer to quote unquote mentor some mana into it. I'm gonna spend like 5. Now it's 11 total spent. And Sid had already casted like not aid. No, it's not even including spell slot. We can ignore the spell slot part. But like, it's just no, he casted Bane on the enemy. There we go. He casted Bane on the enemy to make it to where like, they would suffer the saving throw. So that's a first level spell slot. So now we have a total of, let's see, 12. So he's going to have to beat a DC 20 or spend 12 mana to repeat it.
I see. Yes. So we need to try to do it when there is like less variables applicable on that. Like for example, if just out of nowhere, Jasyf hits with a crit and uses smite and does a lot of damage, that will be easier to repeat than all of the other things.
Yeah. And the reason
Okay.
why is because you have to, like, stability is doing the equivalent of I have to match it. That's all that stability needs to do is like match what led to the result.
Yeah. So it
what
would be very nice with my sneak attack then.
Sneak attack?
Nice. Yeah, for example, because the sneak attack is basically one hit with the weapon and the sneak attack. Like the only things that you need to repeat for that. Like,
Yeah,
and there's
like,
a lot of
it's-
dice in there.
you would just have to go like that's super easy. Like you're just rolling based off of like that character's level now. Because like that's how like a normal weapon attack would be is like you're just rolling off of their level. You spend that amount of points. You're all the same level, so it's super easy for you to be like, I'm just gonna spend 5. Fuck it. Like, I'm gonna spend 5 points. And look at that. The regular damage that was dealt, the sneak attack damage that was dealt, all of that stacked together, boom. Happens again.
How does it look in practice for the enemy and for us when you repeat damage? Does it look like an illusion, like an after image of the attack being done again?
That would be if sight calling was used. With stability, what it is let's go. We'll use the sneak attack example. So here you are in the back, Sid, and you see that Tonsal is charging forward, and he skulks into the shadows real quick, loses the enemy's attention, leaps out, and jams a dagger directly into the back of this enemy. that Jasyf is currently in the process of distracting. He deals a decent amount of damage, like right into the shoulder. And he rends the blade down and goes for a second attack. In the middle of that second attack going off, or hell, how it would more than likely be, he misses the second attack, makes it to your turn. Because this will make it easier if I explain it this way. You could be like, well, he did, let's say, he did a total of like 13 damage. You know, it's like, it's the campaign number. Why not? So he's like, he did 13 damage. That's a decent amount of damage. So what do I do with that? How do I incorporate that? Well, I'm going to use stability to repeat it, spending 5 points, and it happens. Well, because 5 points still have to roll to technically hit, so affect the body. You hit. That wound gets deeper, grows longer, as if Tonsal was still on the back stabbing in. There's no visual that is seen, like there's no like ostentatious thing, there's no like, big image or anything like that. It is outright like the feeling of it stabbing even further. Like you experience the pain even more. It repeats the pain, and in so doing, even if like they had regeneration or some kind of fast healing, it's tearing through that. It's effectively Witch Bolt. That's like just Stability Calling's Witch Bolt. Except like, you're not concentrating on it. Like you're doing it one and done, and then you'd have to continue maintaining concentration. Well, not do anything for your action in general. Like not even really moving. You're just kind of like, okay, well, I was able to do this. I spent 5 points to just get it to happen. I'd have to spend another 5 points to get it to happen again.
Okay, so if I know if someone just pooped, can I use a stability mark to make it so they want to poop again?
Here's some hard-hitting questions.
I actually have to think about that. Hold on. Like,
can you give someone
they already flushed
unlimited
the poop.
constipation?
They already flushed the poop. But the thing is, I know they were there. I know for how long they were there. I know the sounds that they were making. I know when they pooped. So can I make it so they return to a point where he was still pooping? And I know he's just walking down the street, but I know he pooped. So I use stability calling and I say, I think you want to poop. Just like return that image to his body.
Well, that wouldn't count as damage. And it's not like he would reform a turd in there. Because even though that like the turd is inside you, it is not a part of you. So you can't affect the poop.
Yeah. I mean,
all you could do is affect the feeling. All you could affect
the poop is you. It's part of you, but you are not the poop. So yeah.
So
it's a philosophical question.
You can make.
I don't know why.
You can make him feel like he has to shit. But that's gonna like be a fleeting feeling of like 6 seconds.
Oh, okay. So he wouldn't run to the bathroom and there's more poop. Okay.
No.
He's gonna get a stomach cramp, like a very bad stomach cramp.
You can't make turds with the stability calling. You can't make matter with that.
Okay. If Jasyf ever does something that he really doesn't like to do or didn't like doing, and he says, "I will never do it again," can I use stability calling to repeat that? So Jasyf says again, "I will never do it again."
No.
Can I make it so a person says the same thing twice?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think you need like time for that.
It requires
limit testing.
cells.
Oh yeah. It would be turning back time. Yeah. You're right.
It requires matter. What you would be in the case that you're explaining, you're going to require ruin. to repeat time. Because ruin is the time calling.
Really?
There's a reason why certain callings do certain things. Like, there's a reason why water calling can't make ice, and why ice calling can't make water. They're two completely different things. They are intrinsically tied together because one makes the other, and vice versa. But they do not get to outright be ice calling can make water, water calling can make ice.
But
yeah,
if I
that's
have
what I wanted to use the Mark
country.
for. I wanted to make ice cream, so that's the thing. So I can't use the stability marking for that. I mean, the calling for that.
No.
Is there any way to try to aim for a calling, or is it always random? Can I just
It will always be
ask-
random because it's a plane of existence that is searching for the most suitable, quote unquote, environment for it to inhabit.
Okay. Makes sense. I guess I'll have to find someone who with the ice calling to make ice cream for me.
Because that's also why marks are random, because it's the tower just going, know what? Here's like 3. We'll see which one actually attaches to your body. Like, here's 3 different like sets of mana that I have made. Let's see what attaches, and then it goes from there.
I have a question. I don't think it was, but if you have a stability calling and you are like leveling up and getting more callings, can you like, if you don't like the callings you got, like use the stability calling to return to a previous state and roll again?
Well, it's tied to your soul. You'd have to have spirit tied to that as well.
Spirit, okay. So you need both of those.
Yeah.
If you had the spirit calling and the stability calling, could you combine them to do that?
You could, which would just be you re-rolling one of the callings that you would have an option for.
Yeah, that's very situational.
Yeah.
Because once again, you're trying to combat a plane of existence inhabiting your body. Like,
yeah, you're like fighting
winning
the universe.
You're not winning that. Like, it's just like, hey, by the way, your body already uses like callings, so I'm going to give you this. And if you're fighting against it, you're not gonna do too well. As a matter of fact, you have a higher chance of hurting yourself than anything else.
Yeah, makes sense.
Also,
Like
what happens if you roll something already have? I don't remember. I think we spoke about this.
It gets re-rolled.
It gets re-rolled. Okay.
Yeah, it gets re-rolled. Beforehand, I
leveled
had it
too.
to where if you, what was it? I had it to where beforehand, and I changed it because I wanted people to have the chance of variety. Which I might just have it to where it's like an optional rule. Who knows? But the key thing is, like, let's go and say you have the fire calling, and you had it from level 1. Now it's ruby level, and I go and I roll callings again for you, and it just so happens that you get fire calling again. If you were to pick it, it would just auto rank up your current fire calling. Like, technically, you could make it to where, like, at level 10, you're already, let's see, so we'd be like pearl, ruby, topaz. You could already be like amber or even peridot rank at like level 10, which would be absurd.
Just from getting like, well, I guess lucky on the roll.
Like, you end up rolling it every time, and you're like, cool, I'm gonna pick that. You only have fire calling because you've been picking that the entire time. But
you're like super in tune with it.
Yeah, like, you're a very powerful fire caller.
You're the Human Torch.
Yeah. You can flame on all over the place.
Oh. Okay. Another thing that I wanted to find. Let's see if I can roll for it. I'm looking for a book regarding void calling.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yay.
What specifically are you looking for?
I want to know the limits of boycotting regarding um, the void itself. Is there any knowledge regarding the void? Like, if you can like open a portal to the void, or know more about the void, or the void calling itself?
The void calling. So I'll read it off so then like everybody knows because it's in your spell book anyway. Not much is known involving the void calling. However, what is known is that it is the antithesis of magic itself. Example applications of this calling is spell negation, anti-magic, profane damage, non-detection, gravity manipulation, crushing force, mana depletion, flight, teleportation, and invisibility. Of course, overuse is believed to cause the caller to slowly be torn apart by the calling itself, which is why it is suggested that you stand in the threshold of a portal, as that is you transposing your body across the absence, which is where the void calling is from. The absence is the space between planes, because there's the great expanse, which is a transitive plane that you can move to other planes of existence. And then there's the absence, which is the space between everything. So it's a space between every plane of existence because it does exist everywhere. So you can open a portal to it. If you step in, then you will be slowly and utterly destroyed. Every aspect about you removed from existence. This also includes your history. So let's just go and say you step into the void and you are absolutely and utterly destroyed. Tonsal never had a brother. And Chumf never technically existed.
Mm-hmm. Is there a way to protect myself from the absence with stability, like around my body? Like, can I get to a point where I can like
It's
get powerful
anti-magic.
enough? Oh, okay. It would drain all the mana from the. Okay.
It will drain that mana. If you were to go and just cast something to protect you from the absence itself, it will cancel it.
Mm-hmm.
And in the span of more than likely 12 seconds, you will be torn apart.
That's
So
enough time.
the thing I'm hearing is that if we have something that is very, very scary, we can throw it into the void and it disappears.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to learn. If I can open a void.
Well, that's the problem. You'd have to know how to, and there is no book here that illustrates how to open a portal to the absence.
Okay. So there's no book here, but it's a possibility somewhere in the world.
It's a
Someone
possibility
knows.
because it's not impossible to do. The key thing is you would need the motion calling to be able to do proper planar teleportation.
Oh, right. There has to be, callings more related with opening portals and stuff. Yep. Yeah, makes sense. Mm-hmm.
And the other key part about it is because the absence is a place that holds nothing and will only hold nothing, nobody's sought to try and do anything involving it. Nobody's done any research involving it, and the people that have tried have died because, well, nobody knows if they succeeded because they were wiped from history. That's why there's no knowledge of it. So nobody looks into it.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, brother. I think I learned all I wanted. Anything else you want to research?
I was going to research just a little bit before we ended this investigation about if there is any book about how you use like the thing we were talking about before, augmenting like weapons with or callings using like room making tools or something like that. I don't remember what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
So
I don't remember the type of tool we needed
so
for that.
using your marks and callings to enhance items.
Yeah. Using like I remember you saying we need to some tools and we need to engrave like runes and things like that.
Yeah, that would be with like the enchanter mark, because the
Yeah.
enchanter mark allows you to do that. You just need special tools for that, because that's the only way to be able to do that is having the enchanter mark to look at the ley lines that are intrinsically on every item and person, because it's your mana network. It's for you to be able to see the mana network of items and people, for you to tie mana directly to it.
Yeah. I remember you say that like it's a lot easier with that, but any one of us can do it with the calling, but it's like a lot harder with the skill check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we can try something with Jasyf with that. I want to try to find a book about that, like about the process and the tools we need for that.
All right, investigation check.
Let's go.
Oh, brother, an idea. Maybe you could try to find books that teach you how to create items with gemstones. And now that you can like make precious stones.
So, well, first thing first.
No.
But I have what was it? I have this. Let's go. That explodes, right? Oh no, it's a D8. No. It's a D8? Well, yes. No. Then.
Yep.
Well, it's like how many? Like 13.
It's an 8-sided D6.
Yeah. 13 then.
All right, so that is a 13. I mean, you do find a book, but it illustrates mainly what an enchanter can do.
Okay.
As it is beginning enchantments and talks about the enchantments that a lot of people are able to go and do using different marks, and replicating certain formulae that are tied to these marks. So, one of the primary examples is using the Guardian mark, and having it to where if you were to put the runes tied to said mark onto a sigil of sorts, then what it would do. Hold on. Then what it would do is it would make effectively a +1 sigil of protection, aka a very weak and mundane version of an adventurer's hall sigil. That's an example, and it shows like that it requires 3 different runes. One that acts as a battery, that after being drained will have to be recharged. One that acts as the activation, so what would make it activate in the first place? So it's the trigger rune. And then lastly is the execution rune, which is the rune that will have what the function is. So you would have your battery, your function, and your trigger.
I see. Can I make a check to see if the process can be used like in a similar way? The process of the 3 runes, it can be used for callings. It looks like it could work. Maybe I don't know.
Well, you can. That would be an Arcana.
Well,
You're unsure because of how the book illustrates it as something that enchanters can do, and it uses a lot of language that is tied towards the enchanter mark. So this is something you may have to research later on.
can I take the book and like show it to Jasyf?
Yeah.
Maybe I think Jasyf was looking for a way to enchant items.
Yeah, you could do that.
This probably is going to be useful. Well, and then I guess I'm going to take that. What was the other thing that the seed said? It was something about looking for a way to do something. I don't remember now. Ah man, what was the thing you said before, Fernando, about the another
Oh,
book that we can...
yeah. Try to see if you can find a book to learn how to turn precious stones into something magical. Maybe a magical tool, like I don't know, like if you can make like a diamond and like something with that. Maybe it can help you create tools that you can use for engraving runes and stuff. You know?
Uh, can I search a book for the use of gemstones to create like tools and magical items?
Yes.
This is going to be the last one then. And of course, this is the one that I got a good roll for it.
Yeah, you find a book that allows that talks about making gemstone based items and magic items.
Hmm. If I compare like the information in the two books, seems like it would be useful to make a tool to enhance the process of making runes using a gemstone for the tools.
It doesn't
Can I
really
do
improve
that?
any chances, gemstone or otherwise. It's as long as the tool is able to hold mana, then it's fine.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, we can make one of those, and then we had a chance to use the other. Makes sense. Well,
Hey,
I
brother,
think
maybe there's a special needle that you can make for making tattoos or stuff. You know, you'll be making lots of tattoos.
I may. I'm sure we can do that. It's part of the. It says here in the book you can make different kinds of tools with gemstones, as long as you can make it like for in the right way, man. So I think we can use it for different kinds of tools. So it's going to be okay.
Yeah, gotta show it to Jasyf.
Let's go. That was a good find. Knowledge. I love knowledge.
I like books.
If you think about it, the most useful thing we got in the world was knowledge. After, because we don't have the stick anymore. Let's go.
While they were doing their thing, could I have been doing something else?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay. So, and then as they're going to the library, I would actually like to start prepping for the journey ahead.
Perfect.
So, the first thing I would do is start searching around for a map
Okay.
to get us to the area that we're looking for.
All right. So searching for a map that will lead you straight to Storalt.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to easily find that. As a matter of fact, Malva is able to provide you one.
Okay. Having a look at this map, like a sort of glance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And being around the desert long enough to know of the scourge and the impact it's had.
Yeah.
Would I be able to try and figure out a somewhat safe slash speedy route, like a combination of the two that kind of balance it out?
That would be a survival check, and because you are in an adventurer's hall with the founder of Malva here, I will give you advantage on it.
Okay.
Well, okay. Yeah, let me do. All right.
What?
So we have an 18 for survival. There is a route that you can take. What it will do, I can actually explain it. So there is a small village of 3 brothers you're going to be passing through there and moving across a shoreline. As you are moving across that shoreline, there is a cave that you can pass through that leads out to a heavily wooded trail. As you head further out, there should be an orc encampment, an orc war camp. You're going to be able to head there, and they'll be able to provide you with safety, like with a with a safe grounds to work with, as Malva will actually give you a missive that she needs delivered anyway to this war camp.
Okay.
So this is also me effectively telling you that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maps to travel through. Because you rolled well on your survival. There's also the key aspect that I want to talk about here, where since you rolled an 18, out of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maps, which one would you want to see? I will tell you the name of each one. Three Brothers, Calm Shores, Enclosed Spaces, Rolling Trails, Harsh Conditions, Harsher Welcome.
I think we're most likely to find like contact between the cave and the wooded area next to it. Let me flip a coin. All right,
Good
that's the wooded area then. Yeah, have a look at that.
All right, so you want to look at so wooded area. So you're saying
As in way we would exit from the cave.
okay.
The trail, I suppose, the better way of putting it. Yeah, rolling trails. That was, in fact, the perfect word for it.
This one.
I'm blind.
Okay, yeah, we are still in the cave. And have no vision.
All right, so you will have no issue with this. So you like this, even though nobody can see. Hold on, I don't know why. Figure, lighting.
Oh yes, the darkness is, in fact, my friend.
There you go.
Right,
there we
the
go. I
void.
can see it now.
Good old void.
No, I was wondering why.
Okay.
That was messed up.
Oh, there. I need to go up. Oh, there.
God, I
Okay.
love having my new setup because I can actually just look directly to the right and it will, like, I can easily see whether or not there's something wrong.
Hey.
Nice. Very woody.
But okay. Is there anything that she can tell me about potential things you can find on the way there?
All right, let me get that situated. So, there's a few things that I have to inform you about. So, typically on this trail, there are going to be 2 gentlemen. One of them, his name is Mathan, and the other is Silvergraft. These 2 have a very consistent issue, and it's that they're always arguing. However, Silvergraft is they're a Balaran with needs. They're a highwayman. Usually they use arguing with Mathan as an excuse to hitch a ride with passing carts. And as they're on, they rob them blind and come back to make amends to Mathan with some of the ill-gotten gains. Mathan is none the wiser, and he never will. Now, Silvergraft cannot be reasoned with. Mathan can. Mathan is a rather humble hunter in the area. As a matter of fact, he's a wizard. And with that, he does a lot of research involving the animals he deals with. And he may actually have some information involving the Nyama. Silvergraft, on the other hand, does not care and will never care. So do your best to ignore Silvergraft and do not let him tag along with you. But Mathan, I suggest sticking with him as best as you can. He will know more. Sorry about that.
Oh no, it's all good. Don't worry about it.
Other than that, there are no
Much
other highwaymen
appreciated.
on this trail. None to be seen, none to be heard of. It is just Silvergraft that is the highwayman here. Mathan just enjoys being able to talk with those around this area, as this is where he does his bird watching and also his drawings of different critters, usually deer and sheep.
Oh.
Oh, my kill.
Oh, wow.
This is like dropped. Damn. So zoom back in. There we go. That kind of nope, that didn't fix it at all.
Just seeing your skull face like frozen with the open jaw was kind of funny.
All right, we're back here.
We're back. All right.
We're back.
I will thank her for that. That is
Thanks,
much
Alana.
appreciated. Thank you, Mala. And I could take tally as to what we might need. Like, okay, we need rations. Oh, we got someone who can do that. We need torches. Maybe there's ways around it, I guess. And then, in a moment of pure inspiration, I will ask any of the merchants or any of the people that deal with it if I can get a bracer, preferably metallic, that has a holster or a sheath for a dagger in it.
Okay, so your Jasyf, Languerre, Auditory de Firenze.
My man, at this rate, you best believe it.
Damn. I can't believe the Knight Templar is becoming an assassin. He's gonna cut off his finger and everything.
Listen, this is either Assassin's Creed 3 or Assassin's Creed Rogue. We'll see how far the story goes.
Okay.
And there it is. Next level, Jasyf is multiclassing into a rogue.
Into a rogue.
Well,
Yeah, I have a funny idea. I want to see if I can make it happen.
that's fair. Also,
But yeah,
this you can.
That's what I'm looking for.
It's not hard for them to get. It's going to be costing you 2 gold.
And since I'm gonna be there anyway, how much would chains cost? And I don't know how they're dealt with when it comes to being sold. If they're 5 feet, 10 feet, and the prices change or stuff like that.
Oh, it's about a silver per.
Or if they're like rope.
It's a silver per 10 feet.
A silver per 10 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
And again, just to confirm, a 1 gold piece is 10 silver pieces? No,
Yes.
100 silver pieces.
Yeah, it's
10 or
a
100?
gold piece is 10 silver.
A gold piece is 10. Okay. Then I would like to buy that. Both a 10 feet and a 10 feet. If it works, I'll want more. I'd like to buy the bracer that has that, so that's 2 gold down. And then I'd like to buy 20 feet of the silver. So that's 2 silver down. Well, I say silver, but of the chain.
I mean, yeah, they're able to get that for you. No issues.
Okay. Then I'll do that. And then the last thing I will ask of them, because the rest I want to be funny with, is I have in my possession my starting equipment for paladins that includes 2 sets of manacles.
Yes.
I'd like to ask them if it's possible to take one of those manacles and basically extend that chain. Like 10 feet of that chain on the manacles, right? So like put it together. So instead of manacles, it's basically one big chain with the manacle ends on both sides.
Yeah, they can do that.
Okay. So that's what I'll ask. Then I'll be in my room. And then I want to be funny with it, right? I would like to take one of those daggers that we found. Or that we bought, not really found. And the first thing I like to do is take one of them and attempt to manipulate it to look, well, not to look, but to be like cold iron. This is me attempting to manipulate the item and turning it from one material to another.
Okay.
Right. I have 7 charges of the Conjure Mark.
Yeah.
How many charges would that imply or entail?
To
attempt to, at least.
To change it to cold iron, I'm going to say that it's going to cost you 5.
5. Got it.
You have to go and roll well, you know.
Yeah. Well, we shall attempt to do so. So, consume available usage, attack, and it is 5 charges, so it's 4.
Yep.
And normal. Incredible.
Damn. I have good news and bad news.
Okay.
Good news is that was close.
Mm-hmm.
Bad news is you're 1 off.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Though.
As you're trying to change the composition of the chains to be cold iron,
of the dagger.
Oh yeah, of the dagger. Sorry, trying to change the dagger to be cold iron. You're noticing it's difficult because you've never really dealt with cold iron before. Like you have, like, of course, the research and understanding here in Malva. Like, you know, you have the books and knowledge necessary here, and you know, if you looked into it a little bit, but it's not significant enough at all. Like, because there's reading about it and then there's experiencing. You don't know how it feels. You don't know whether or not this would be correct. You don't know what the general look would truly be, because these aren't like photos in these texts, these are drawings and descriptions. So there's only so much that you can really draw upon it, and it feels too daunting. And as you were trying to exercise your mana upon this dagger, it's just not working out too well. The most that you have is from what you dealt with downstairs, with the commissary.
A little expo. Yeah.
So it's like down at the commissary, like you dealt with like what it should be, kind of what it looks like, but of course he's not going to let you take that up to his up to your room to like double check and be sure on how it should be. So there's a lot of hoopla.
So like Weird Al once said, "Close but no cigar."
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Also, you
Okay.
got to remember, I mean, even with Weird Al, you know, he was with Madonna, okay, and he could have performed for Live Aid, but he was actually killing Pablo Escobar in the jungle, and Madonna took over, of course, and hired an assassin to kill him when he accepted his incredibly niche award for being not the best, but probably one of the most recognized accordion players in the world award. So you know, there's that. So like, it's just there's a lot that goes into that with Weird
It's
Al.
different levels.
Yeah,
Just different levels, man.
It's different levels. It's different levels. I mean, like, you know, it's truly something. Like, I mean, his dad worked at the factory where they produce You Don't Know, but you never learn in the factory.
I really like polka.
Oh, really? Polka? I mean, like, did you know that at a young age he was caught at a polka party? It was wild, and like, and his dad beat a salesman, a wandering accordion salesman, almost to death in their own home, which inspired him to really pick up the accordion to play. Yeah, it's like a lot. It's a lot.
Like,
It's crazy how the song is actually coming to mind. The more we talk about it.
How do you go from beating up a salesman to trying to learn the?
It's Weird Al, man. There's things you shouldn't question.
I mean, like,
Okay.
it's all in his documentary. It's all, you know, it's all in it. It's all in it. Daniel Radcliffe did a great job being Weird Al Yankovic.
Okay, I'm spiraling. I'm spiraling. I have to change the subject. Alright. So, okay. So then, what happens to the dagger? Is it just like it's like it's in the middle of it and then returns to being back like how it was, or what happens to it?
So it's in the middle of the transformation. And as it's in the middle of the transformation, you do. It's like, it's essentially you made it into Damascus steel. So it has like, you know, that Damascus kind of imprint on the sides. But that's like bits and pieces of what cold iron would be. So.
Okay. All right then. I mean, at least I have an idea of how it goes. And I suppose the final thing that I will do, and hopefully my remaining 2 charges are enough for it, is I'm going to take one of the manacle ends. I'm going to clasp it on one of the ends of the bracer, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to take the other end and fit the handle through the other end of the long manacle, right?
Yeah.
And like pretty much combine it so it's kunai with chain but on bracer.
Okay, so you want a whip knife.
Yes. Moment of inspiration after seeing my adoptive brother apparently working it over here.
Oh my god.
Let's see.
All right, yeah, just use your final 2 charges. Fuck around and find out. Shouldn't be too hard.
Look around and find it.
He's got to hit buttons, everybody. He's got to hit buttons. He's got to do it. He's got to
The
do it.
worst that can happen.
fuses it to the floor.
Let's go.
Ooh!
Damn.
Damn, boy. Look at
Nice.
that.
You're making kunai with chain. I mean, like, I don't know what to tell you. It's not meant to be this high of a like you got pretty
See,
high.
I should have swapped the roles. I should have swapped the roles.
Yeah, well, no,
Should have done
you,
that first. And then,
you don't have the ruin calling. You can't do
whatever.
that. You can't.
yeah, whatever.
All right, but you, yeah,
That's
you,
fine.
yeah, you're able to fuse the ends together, and now you effectively have kunai with chain. Did you put like the Damascus knife at the end?
Yes, sir.
This is a fancy kunai with chain.
The whole point was to try and get a whip weapon with cold iron at the end. We'll try again, boys.
We'll try again another day. This is your downtime activity. Like
Yeah.
whenever you're camping.
Okay, then I guess at this point, I would have been like wrapping the chain around my arm, Kratos style, and then shoving it on the holster when these guys come around.
Blades of chaos. As like you just get that gentle knock
Nice
at the
of
door.
chaos. Boys.
Boys.
Enter.
Fellas, it's me.
Hola. Ándale. Rézale. Oye, hermano.
They're speaking
Pasa.
Valorant.
Oh no, it's oh god, they caught me. Hello.
Hey, we brought you books. And
Brother Jasyf, we found something about enhancing items. I think
and
you wanted
Tonsal
to
is
try.
gonna drop like a bunch of books on that seems the bed.
You'll see him like finishing up the wrapping of the chain knife. It's like, oh, okay.
Ooh, that's
What are
that's
these
nice.
for?
Ooh, a boba.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, boba.
A boba.
I got some, I suppose, inspiration.
Boba.
Nice. It seems familiar.
But- Regardless, what is this for?
All right. We found something about enhancing items using runes. But it seems like it's limited to Mars. I don't know if it can be applied for Collins. It still is like too advanced for me.
Runes on items? I mean, I can have a look, but I don't necessarily know how much of it I can understand.
Yeah, creating
Since they
magic
so
items.
gracefully
Magic tools.
brought it to me, I guess I'll have a look at them.
Look at the book. Read. Take it.
Read, motherfucker, read.
And also turning precious stones into magic items. Really cool.
I do. Odd.
So you're just
okay.
having him like read through it.
I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Léelo,
Do I roll
mano.
what? What do I have to roll anything? This is Senor Undead
Well,
to try and learn this information that they're throwing my way.
You're gonna have to give me an Arcana. An
They're looking at me. They're looking at me like like SpongeBob and Squidward in that one meme. They just look down. It's like, oh.
You gotta give me that Arcana check.
Arcana check. Boom. Ow. Beep. Ball.
Oh my
Ow,
God.
I rolled a 20. Then roll another 20.
How unfortunate.
That's for the. That one was for the magic rock thing. It's like, I don't know rocks, guys. What am I supposed to do with rocks?
Well, we tried.
Yeah, but I'm assuming the whole using magic stones to create equipment, nothing from that role.
Yeah,
I don't
you're
understand.
getting jack from that. All like you can get like the base information, like, hey, it's a mana battery. It holds specific mana. If you need mana, just pull from the battery. That's the gist of what you got. It's like, huh, that's simple. Okay, whatever.
Okay. Do I have to roll again for the
Yeah,
rune
item creation.
thing?
Quick, brother, dance for Jasyf. Maybe that will make it easier for him to read.
Oh, yeah, sure. Here, take this. And Sid's gonna lick your cheek.
The mental image of me picking up the next book and just seeing, just having Sid just on my face.
I mean, like, you can still roll.
Sorry, I had to escape my own mental imaging there for a moment. Blah. The gladiate. I will use it. I might as well. He's stuck to me now. Okay.
That thing was freaking the fuck out. Jesus.
Yeah, that was like Sid's eyes, just like looking all over the place and then zooming in on me.
Mlem.
Malem. Malem. It's like Milady, but, you know, gecko.
Malem.
Tips tongue. Malem.
Tips tracking eye. Malem. All right, so that's a total of 16. And this is for making magic items.
There's the one where you have to put runes and stuff in it.
Okay, so with this one, it's a bit more detail than like what I initially gave Tonsal, where with Tonsal, I talked about the 3 primary runes that you usually need on simple and mundane items. This one talks about making a runic matrix. Runic matrices are a combination of runes that, when set in a certain sequence, will create very particular effects. As a matter of fact, there are people that are able to recreate the effects of artifacts using these runic matrices. For sake of example, the Wand of Wonder can easily replicate it if you utilize a what was it? If you use the Madness Calling as the primary source of mana and have it filter through a Spirit Calling rune. So let's just go and say you have the Spirit Calling, as your primary activation rune. So that's the thing that you use to activate. It will push spirit mana through a Madness Calling rune, which will then produce the random effect that the Wand of Wonder produces. So that is an example of like how to go and recreate something that a major magic item, like a particular magic item, can do. Same thing applies with like a bag of holding. Bags of holding use the void calling to create a space, but the mouth of the bag uses the motion calling, which allows you to pull things out of that space and add things to that space. And the entirety of the bag is riddled with construction calling runes, so then it maintains integrity, like maintains a shape as well as like stability to go and have integrity. So the key runes that you always need to create an extra dimensional space, this is the major thing that you get from it being a 16. To make an extra dimensional space, you need these particular callings. You need the stability calling to surround the void calling. You need the motion calling to allow travel to said space, and then has to be on an area that would be considered an opening. And you would need, if you want it to where you can make this space portable and you can carry it, you need the construction calling to make a structure around it. Of course, this thing will have to feed off of mana and ambient mana. So if you are able to create a spirit calling rune somewhere on the bag, that typically it just attaches to the hip of an individual, so it can tie to their mana network and attune to their mana network, aka it's an attunement rune. Then there you go. You're able to attune to certain items. That allows for attunement. That allows for the item to feed off of your mana network, which allows it to function. So there's that.
I see.
But that's
And,
a major example.
Right. Okay. And does the book have, I suppose, like, markings on it that give, like a spirit calling rune would be like, would there be like a marking on the book that shows it, or something similar but with other callings or marks?
Oh, they show diagrams.
Like the different. Oh, there's actual diagrams. Okay.
Yeah. There's actual diagrams on how to go and like utilize a lot of these. It also talks about what materials work best for what levels of mana. So for sake of example, yes, wood is able to hold mana. It just depends on the type of wood. If you use an oak tree branch for a particular wand, like you want to go and like make a wand of fireballs, and you add a spirit, fire, and motion calling runes on the wand itself, on the stick, it will just blow up in your hand because it's a stick made of oak.
It's a stick.
But if you were to make one out of, let's say, mithril, like a mithril wand, and you add those calling runes to that wand, now you're able to make a proper wand of fireballs. And to top it all off, it can have a higher mana capacity. The mana capacity of a stick is half of one. It's just half. Can't hold that much mana. The most you could do is like make a sparkler. It's a sparkler. You have like Diet Jubilee powers. Meanwhile, if you have a mithril rod and you attach mana to that, it has a mana capacity of 12. So you can have it to where each rune, if you were to use 3 runes, would have 4 mana each, which means it has 4 effective charges.
Okay.
I know some of y'all that are watching this either live or like on YouTube, you're going to be like, I'm going to mark this stuff down because this is me essentially explaining the formulaic methods of being able to do magic item creation as anybody. You don't need to be an artificer for it. Artificer just makes it easy in the sense of you don't have to spend mana to do a lot of this stuff. Like you just do magical infusion. It's just with the mark and calling system. You can also, on top of the magical like artificer infusions, you can add your marks and callings to it, which makes it more powerful. So artificers are more viable.
Look at that, man. Look at that. Maybe I will make an artificial next time.
You'll see him like after dropping that book and being like, whatever, man, it's rocks. He'll pick this one up and he'll go from that to just being completely engrossed into it as he's like low-key going like being entrapped into this book. I don't know what the right word is.
Enraptured.
Enraptured is probably a better word, yeah. Like, really? That works? It's like that? Ugh. Oh. And then, question:
Mm-hmm.
What material is my bracer made of?
What materials are bracer made out of?
Yeah,
Bracer is made of iron.
it's made of iron. Okay. Does it state in this book, I guess, the equivalence of how much mana that iron can hold?
Iron holds 3.
Hmm. And this is the important question.
Uh-huh.
The book mentions primarily callings, or does it say anything about marks as well?
It talks about callings because callings are the basis of marks. Marks because they are safer to use. Your mark acts as a filter for putting mana into these runes. So, like in general, whenever it talks about like the fire calling, it just talks about fire mana. Whenever it talks about destiny calling, it's talking about destiny mana. Meanwhile, if you're like, we'll say it's talking about ruin calling, it's talking about ruin mana. So that translates to chronomancer mark. Which
I
will
see.
have the translations in the appendix of the book.
Okay. And I guess it's kind of hanging on to that question. What are the equivalents of my marks when it comes to the mana in this book?
So for the conjurer mark, you have both motion and spirit. For the suzerain mark, let's see, suzerain. Let me get this pulled up here. For the, I don't want to move you. Stop that. Double checking. Suzerain is the harmony and spirit marks. Well, it's calling.
I find it very ironic. That spirits is located with both. But anyway, I digress.
It's because so spirit is mana. Because all of your mana is tied to your soul. That's why undead can't use marks and callings, because they no longer have a soul. They have had mana put in place of it to animate them.
Okay.
That's also why there's special kinds of undead, like marked ones, where they overused their marks to the point to where they die, and now their soul is trapped in their body. And because their soul is trapped inside their body, they can't move. Well, they can't do anything besides have their soul be a battery for this undead that's moving around. They're trapped inside their own body. Also,
Okay.
Egg, thank you for the tier 1, 13 months. Smiles.
13 bones.
Gracias, huevo.
Muchas gracias, huevo.
Muy bien, huevo. Muchas gracias.
Muy bien, huevo.
Muchas gracias.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Okay. Is my role high enough for me to know about modifying runes once they are in place to either better on an effect or to edit the effect?
No.
No. Okay.
You know it can be done, but it's an incremental process.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you can look up. Okay. Do any of you have the tool for this?
No.
Nope, that's what we came here to ask you. We read a lot about tools and magic items and stuff, but we don't know anything about that.
Right, but don't you guys have something to engrave?
I have this, and I'm going to show my claws.
I have these, and she's gonna show the Jean fountain pen.
He really
Both
wants
are
to have these.
terrifying concepts.
It was not so terrifying when I was doing it with your tattoo, right?
Oh, yes, but this is a lot more.
Yeah, you're right.
He wants to finish the sentence, but then realizes he's like, you know what? That's fair. And then Tonsal answers like that, and it just keeps quiet.
Yeah, one of the main reasons that we came here was to ask you, is there anything in that book that tells us how to create engraving tools with things that we can make? For example, Tonsal can create precious rocks, like pretty stones, very pretty.
Maybe
Oh, is that why you gave me the book about rocks?
Yeah.
I see. Well, I don't know about making the tools, but I know what to write them out as. I can do the basics on it. I wanted to give it a try, see if I can copy this. That's why I asked if any of you had something that I could use to at least write it down or engrave it on this, and you'll kind of push up. You'll kind of show the bracer.
Let me see. I'm going to. Entonces going to like grab his bag and look around. I have still
Oh god damn it, that fell off.
the genie bone,
Genie bone.
and I have this.
Oh, you got the spike.
Oh god. Listen, I don't have enough. I don't have charges to work with any of those two.
Let's see. What do I have? I have ginger misty.
And I have this.
Oh, thieves tools.
And I have this. And that's basically it.
I have a torn tent. I can use it as a cape. Look at me. And she's gonna jump around with a oversized cape.
You have come to the
and I have
conclusion that
this one.
they do not have anything that works.
And I have these. He's gonna keep jumping around with his right heart in his hand.
Oh, right, the heart.
I will look at you disgusted and insulted both at the same time.
See, he's walking on the ceiling now.
All right, and I like I said before, I still have this.
I have a really messed up idea. And then how strong are Tonsal's claws, or one of his claws? And would they be enough to serve as a tool?
They are not precise enough to do anything as intricate as rune crafting.
Thank God, I was gonna break one of his fingers. Anyway.
Bruh. Yeah.
He can grow them back. I've seen that. You know?
Yeah. But if I enhance my claws with stone and flesh, can I use it as a tool?
Hence why I said a messed up idea and it.
I'm going to say no.
Then
Thank God.
no.
Don't give me that option. I will go down that path.
Our arguments can be made of yes, but not only for sake of brevity, but also for me to exercise this right that I have as the DM, I am saying no.
Good. You should. Okay.
Okay, well, then we're gonna continue then.
Okay. Well, did you guys ask Malva about it? Or the commissar?
Not yet. But seems like they were, at least Malva was very busy, with the Scourge.
Well, I mean, I did speak to her quickly. Maybe she popped in.
I mean,
Well,
maybe.
regardless, I feel like this is a problem for another day.
Yeah.
Do you guys think we can keep this book?
I mean, we need to ask about that.
Yeah, you can ask Malva. I have no problem with that.
Okay, well, maybe ask her then. We don't really have much time to lose, so we gotta start making our way out.
Oh, Jasyf, are you
I've
gonna
been
use this? And Sid is gonna point at the ink that's left on the from the tattoo.
There shouldn't be any ink. It will all got used.
Oh, okay. So everything's used.
Don't chug on deal like that, you bastard.
Are you gonna use it? She's just gonna touch the empty thing.
What?
It's like a bottle, right, or a cup?
It's a jar. It's an empty jar, so
All right. He's taking it.
sure.
He just he put it. It's like his cat. It disappears. All right, I'm going to bed.
But yes, we should probably start making our way out. No.
I mean, probably. We need. I guess we can take a rest. A short. A long rest as we travel. So yeah.
Oh, do you have all the supplies? Do you have food? The water? Anything for
Let me
traveling?
see. I know.
You seem to be well acquainted with the chef here.
I know I have at least enough food for. Oh, I was looking at seats. There I have. Let me see. Okay, ration for 1 day still. Then we have. I still have 13. Nice, good number. Of the croquettes, so I guess that counts as food. And I still have the Chomnator. So that's another 3 days of food. I have at least for a week. But for the three of us, we will need probably more.
Yes.
Right, then perhaps you should speak to the requisitions officer and ask if he has any food for us. How many days is this route? Give or take?
This is going to be about 2 weeks travel to get to Three Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So
And that's like the next, I guess, civil rest point.
That's the next village.
Okay, then I guess we need food for about 2 weeks then. Before we make our next stop at civilized land.
Because there are villages along the way. It's just they're not majorly named. So technically it would be like 4 days, like in between. So let's see. So it's about like 2 weeks. So that's 14 days. It's about 4 days in between each time. So every you're going to be hitting about 3 villages, like 3 to 4 villages.
Right. I mean, I'd still rather be prepared for 2 weeks, I fear.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll just tell Tonsal that it's like we should be prepared. We should be prepared for about 2 weeks of travel.
And then you're
2
gonna be
weeks
in
of
the
travel, 3
Netherlands.
people. I think I can make a deal with the chief for that.
Mm.
I will be doing that then. See you around in a little bit, Jasyf. Take care, brother.
Okay. I will quickly go through the book again.
Hey, yo, what? Bold Mordred. Oh my god.
What a name!
Oh,
So
they were
bold.
playing D&D too. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Hold up. Hey, Raiders. Welcome on in, Raiders. I am Undead Commander, Tropical Skeleton VTuber. I do TTRPG content, TTRPG streams, and I'm also a TTRPG author. This is actually me running a monster hunting game in my campaign setting. And currently they're getting ready to embark on their long journey. But thank you so much for trusting your community with me. Very much appreciate it. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So I thank you for trusting your community with me. I saw you were playing D&D. What were you running? What were you doing? Also, this is my first stream with my new microphone. So I hope I sound great. Beforehand, I liked my old microphone, I did, but it would constantly cut out my audio midstream. This one's been fine so far. I don't think that it's cut out at all. Sound pretty. Oh yeah, that sounds pretty great. That makes me happy. And also, thank you for the follow, Bold Mordred. World building your homebrew world. We try and build it once a week, so it's a good time. Hey, to go and give you some context. Took me a year and 3 months to write in its entirety my campaign setting. And this was also for me to design it as well. And I have it available for free for people to download. And currently I'm working with one of the top fantasy authors in Pennsylvania to have it published. And we got it edited and everything. And we're getting like playtests and stuff done involving it. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, like if you need any help, or if you need like any advice or motivation, I am more than willing to go and provide it. I am 100% down for supporting creators who are doing something as daunting as world building. So seriously, like you are doing a fantastic job. Which, if you have to do any after stream care, please feel free to do so. You were streaming, you were entertaining, you deserve it. As for your community, if they want to drop a follow, they can. If they want to do anything else, like, if they want to leave, it's okay. Completely understand. We all have our own lives. But yeah, if you want to stick around, they're going to be getting ready to leave shortly. So you're skimming through that book again. You little rascal. He's a little rascal, isn't he? Him.
Yeah, I'm ingraining whatever little runes and sigils I can master so that I know what to abuse when I get my charges back.
Yeah, it's what you would do, huh?
Have you seen this campaign so far? That's all we do.
That's all you guys do. You're like, I'm going to push the magic system to the edge every time. And I don't mind, because it's kind of why it's there.
Yeah, we are playtesting.
Yeah, we're actually like your beta testers right now. That's what we are.
Like, so
Limit
far,
testing for science.
So far, like I know that JV Hilliard has been working with me, involving like getting these playtests done, and like the people that he has involved, the two playtesters in particular, like the people that are going to be GMing the setting itself, they're very confident and like, oh yeah, we could easily break this system. Like you won't even know. Like some of the stuff that we're gonna be doing, we're gonna go above and beyond. We're really gonna break it. And I'm like,
nice.
I had somebody make a cure or the Scourge with Popstar Piss. There is nothing, and I
That's a
mean
classic one.
nothing, that they could come up with that will remotely wow me. Like, I have seen my players do some pretty out there, zany, and honestly, astronomically stupid and brilliant shit. Like, I cannot be flabbergasted any more than I already have been.
Yes.
Like, there's a lot that you guys have done that have proven it's like, yeah, you know what, this is the level of creativity that I was expecting, and all it really requires is like just for the GM, me, to have the ability to say, no, I don't know, or you could try.
Yeah.
Let's go.
In saying that, I will eventually be attempting to put a cantrip on this wrist blade. It's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna put a cantrip on him. What are you gonna put on it? Light.
No, I'm gonna put Sacred Flame. I'm gonna be the holiest of Scorpion cosplayers.
I'm really wanting you to be like, this hand glows with an awesome power. Like a
You know
Domu God.
the gif of the guy who's like, this blade is a deadly poison, and then licks it.
Oh
and
my
just fucking
god,
dies.
yes.
This is a holy blade, and it licks it and then burns my tongue off.
It's so spicy. I
Man.
got divine capsaicin all over my tongue. Oh jeez. Oh my.
when you're a paladin, but you say some unholy shit. That's what happens.
That is the taste of God, man.
It's the taste of God.
Speaking about the taste of God, the funny thing about Roberto is he was homeless and uneducated his whole life, so he could care less about the Scourge. He just likes peace, like genuinely. He's so he could taste
It's
it.
just a creep.
Dude,
He's just a
Just a
homeless
creep
guy
with a
who
piss.
smells like peace and likes peace.
dude. The most degenerate homeless man ended up helping with curing the Scourge. What the hell, man? What
You
the
have made a
hell?
cure for cancer. It's peace.
It's like, why are you drinking it? That's our only cure. It's like, huh?
If you think about it, there's already some people in the world that think that drinking pills can cure cancer. So I mean,
Yeah, there
In
are
our world,
people that are
like-
like, it's the only way to detox. And it's like, I want you to take that homeopathic bullshit that you decided to try and peddle onto some people and like make a fuckload of YouTube videos that for some reason people are not only watching but agreeing with. I want you to take all of that and I want you to move into traffic with it. And I need you to close your eyes so then whatever's coming, you ain't seeing it coming. Listen, I'm not someone that promotes violence. I don't promote violence. I don't promote self-harm. But there are just some things in this world that should not be forgiven. And one of them is telling people to consume their own excrement and excretions as a form of health product. You are not a doctor. You have no medical basis on what you were saying. You are taking what would ordinarily be considered a survival technique to last an extra day or two if you have nothing. You're taking that and you're exploiting the naivete of other people to make a profit. And if you sincerely believe in the stuff you're shilling, like in the stupid whatever the hell homeopathic method that you're trying to show to people, if you actually believe that, then honestly, you should have been better off as a stain in a sock than what you turned out to be as probably like a 38-year-old woman that has been divorced 3 times and holds no medical merit whatsoever besides dating 2 doctors.
But Gwyneth Paltrow says fine.
Yeah, that sounds like all our shit.
She can gargle my balls. I don't give a damn what the fuck she said.
man.
I've been drinking my own piss. It's like, that's why you look like shit. That's why.
If Iron Man trusts her, I don't know, man. Maybe I could.
No.
Yes, if a fictional
Okay.
character trusts somebody that is acting like a fictional character. I'm just a dude playing a dude, acting like another dude. I don't trust. I don't trust anybody that says drink your own pee or eat your own shit. I can't. I'm sorry.
The
Like-
only person I trust that says that is Bear Grylls.
And he's saying it because it's a survival technique. Like, that's helping you survive like 1 to 2 extra days. That's keeping you alive just a little bit longer to get help or to like save yourself. It's not meant to be like your day to day. Like, oh, well, you know, I go and I mix some piss inside my workout smoothie, and it's like, why? Why are you doing that? That's so unsanitary. It's like, well, actually, my kidneys act as a filter, so really, it's like it's very important. It's like you understand the bare minimum of what your kidneys do. You're refiltering piss through your kidneys. Know what you're doing? You're doing like the opposite of dialysis right now. You are willingly waterboarding your kidneys with the shit that it was pushing out. Like it was trying to filter whatever the hell you were doing because your bladder's involved, dog. You think that the kidneys are doing all the work. Your bladder's also doing work, but you don't know what the fuck that organ does. You think it's a fucking container for whatever sports drink you think you produce.
I feel like we're touching one of your apple pies here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I have an intense hatred for vapid people. And I really like being able to express it because it puts a smile on my face with how angry I can get involving it. I don't know why. It's not healthy. It's this is not healthy for me.
It is
It's
what
okay,
it
dude.
is.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, so going back to me asking the chef about the food,
About the piss food, yes.
Yes.
about the supplies for the trip. So yeah,
Yeah.
that.
So,
We need food and pee.
Fernando,
already
I
have
will
some of those.
waterboard you with what you produce. I swear to God.
I will waterboard Roberto with piss. Don't tempt him.
It's his dream. Safe word, he'll never use it. It's like eventually he will grow bored, right? Right?
Right. No.
It tastes spicy.
Oh, yes. Later.
If Sid purified Roberto's piss, I think Roberto would get pissed.
Ah.
Hey, I turned it into water. No, what are you doing?
No!
No.
No, it's clean. No.
Okay!
¿Por qué?
Okay.
My golden water.
No, it is my El Dorado. It is gone now. This is bullshit.
Why do we always like diverge to the wildest tangents? Like
Because that's
every
D&D.
time.
That's D&D. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you go and you look like 20 years back. It's all about like, man, like wouldn't this be hot? Wouldn't this be sexy? And then like 10 years ago, it was wouldn't this be super badass for me to recreate this scene in a movie? To today, where it's like, what can I do with piss and shit that can be world-ending cataclysm like right now? Like what
I
can
fear for the next generation.
And also
you should.
aboba.
Aboba.
Aboba. Aboba.
Aboba. All right, getting food.
50% isn't shit. 50% aboba.
So getting food set up, all that jazz. All right, so in terms of getting food, how much are you retrieving? How much are you going for?
How much will it be? 2 weeks for 3 people.
2 weeks for 3 people.
Yep.
All right. So that would be 2 weeks for 3 people. So, let's see, 14 times 3. So we would have 2, 3, that'd be 42. You need 42 rations.
42 rations, and how much will it cost for the ration?
How much would it cost for 42 rations?
Yeah.
All right, the amount that it would cost for 42 rations. 5 silver pieces per ration. Technically, it'd be 3 silver pieces.
That's a lot.
Yes, it is.
That's a lot of food.
I mean, like, it's 42 days worth of food, but split amongst 3 people.
Exactly.
It's like it's 2 weeks per person. This is for you to have like dry food suitable for extended travel, including jerky, dried fruit, hardtack, and nuts.
Nah.
That's a lot of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts.
You
want
know
fries with that?
3,
You want friends with that?
2 per rush. 42. I think we don't have enough money for that. Let me think about it.
So here's
Actually,
something I wanna bring
silver?
up. Here's something I want to bring up. So it's like it's 3 silver per. So like outright, so we have 6, 12. That's 126 silver pieces, which is 12 gold and 6 silver.
12.6. I know between the all of us we have more than that because we have some PP. So yeah, you can get.
Oh yeah. Seed has a lot of money. You can use as Seed.
Also,
Oh, yeah, Sid's our bankroller, I forget.
and we can also hunt down some like food in the way. I don't know if we can get any in certain places because Scourge and all of that, but we can try. So yeah, I think we can. Yeah, we can work with that.
All right, so do you want me to go and add the rations to your inventory?
Yes. I don't know if I'm going to overload with that. I don't.
I mean, you can
Oh,
put it
I don't-
like in his inventory, and then if any space is like a problem, you can just send it to the other ones. Like there's respective amounts.
All right. Do we have? I need to ask something. Do we have a space to store things here in the adventure hall?
Yeah.
Because I need to store the stained corundum. It weighs a lot.
I mean, yeah, you
Wait,
could. Yeah, he has.
what is that?
He has
Is
82
the-
pounds. Well, he has
Yeah.
80 pounds of stained corundum.
Yeah, it's the material that is used to make weapons for the rogues that are like translucent.
Where did you get that?
A while ago.
A while ago when we were in the temple.
Oh, in the bottom, like in the pits of the
Yeah.
temple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't realize he took that much of it. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
80
took it off for
pounds.
like a short sword and a dagger.
Brother, what am I doing making steel out of, like, making cold iron out of steel? I couldn't make it out of stained corundum.
I mean, I don't know if that's worth it because I mean, probably the other thing is more valuable, but this one like has different properties, so you know it is.
Yeah, no. It's just, I just did not realize. I
Yeah.
could probably change that into a. Wait, I don't know if I can. If I could change that into the weapons and then you go to like a blacksmith and get it actually like sharpened and stuff.
But by the way, me adding the rations to Tonsal, he has 104 pounds of food.
Seems
So we
plausible.
should probably divide it between the three of us, so I don't die.
It's 14 each. Well, you give 14, 14, and then whatever's left over is you
Yeah.
keep.
What was that I can the rations were like
That's another question on that. While he's doing logistics in his inventory, can I just take part of that, turn it into the item, and then if we find like a blacksmith or something, they can like finish off the job, like actually sharpen it and all that.
Yeah.
take
I mean-
this, then I'm going to when I like distributing the rations and you say that you want to work with the string calendar, I say, oh, okay, take this. I'm going to like move the bag like upside down and I'm going to drop a lot of rocks.
Just send it to me.
Yeah. I will give you. How much will you need? Will you want all of it or?
Just give it.
Okay.
I have to see this firsthand.
Send to player. There.
30.
I.
Sorry, it's too loud. It's not. I was about to scream out 32. What is this?
You know,
Oh.
stick around room.
Yeah, definitely. That's like she. She.
Yeah, it's 80
You need to work-
pounds.
You need to work out more, man. I was.
How much?
I was carrying that all the fight with the young Oeka.
And you were still moving like that. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy is an actual menace. Okay, just hold on to this then. At least give me something to work with. I'm gonna send him my other set of manacles with the key, so at least I'm under the weight.
Okay.
Oh god. I have another project in my hands.
Hey, this is what happens when you put this on your own shoulders. All right,
This is
That's
my
on
weight
you.
training exercise. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's going to do deadlifting with the with the second under.
This
Oh.
is fascinating though. Even more fucking around and finding out.
So okay. So now we have
I'm
the
taking a long
rations.
rest.
We have all of that we need, and we have a map and a route. So it's time to rest and start a. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Nothing bad can happen in the night, right?
All right,
God.
understand that this is you essentially saying that you are going to be leaving Malva outright.
Yeah. Yes.
We will thank Malva for her assistance and for
Yeah, well,
help with
yeah.
everything. And
As
we will
we-
move out.
Yeah. As we leave, we are going to like say goodbye to everyone, and then we're going to leave. And I guess I'm going to like. So, are you going to carry this thing around now, or are we going to leave some of this?
Yeah, I'm carrying this thing. I don't know these people.
Okay, then. So
Actually,
yeah,
the only person I would like personally go and say goodbye to, and not just genuinely wave and thank, is Gore's daughter.
that makes sense.
And essentially just wish her well. With what life has in front of her.
Mhm.
And may we meet each other again in the future.
Okay.
Oh, and I want to show the Null something. One of the things that we found when we were in the tomb.
Okay.
Maybe he can tell me more about it.
All right.
Hey, I found this a while ago.
Yeah.
Is,
What is
is it? Is it anything special? It looks just like a gourd, a regular one.
What are you showing him?
The scorch mark gourd that I picked up from the that that guy in the tomb.
Hmm. Okay, so you're showing him the gourd. All right. Let's see here. He is. I mean, he's looking at it. We don't have him roll. Let's see, it's a gourd, so he's just going to use medicine for this. Unsure. Yes. Unsure as to exactly what this is. It's not medicine. Not used for medicine.
All right. Thanks a lot. And she's just gonna wave and bow and thank him for everything.
He'll wave you off.
Take care.
All right, so this is y'all signifying that you are leaving. And the reason why I mentioned that is I will be needing to move you all to the front door.
Long rest. New day.
Door.
Yep, give
Long.
yourselves your long rest.
Going to rest.
I'll put Malva where she's supposed to be. I don't know why I had her at the front door. All right, so all of you are at the front door. And this is where we move into how travel is going to operate. So I'm going to treat this like Oregon Trail. You have 14 days to get there, like to get to this location, which means that you will have 14 days worth of travel to go through. So there will be an event per day. So first things first, I'm going to be rolling for the weather. I have a weather die over here. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be raining on the first day.
We are blessed.
I
Let's
know, right?
go.
Africa.
We're going to
We are
get more.
blessed.
Total. So
If you think about it, we are living basically the desert, and the first day is rain, man. It's really a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really is a blessing, huh? So it is going to be raining on the first day. This also means that travel is going to be hindered, but not by much. So survival checks, if you were to have advantage, it would be reduced to reduced to just normal. But it will not be reduced to disadvantage due to your guys' experience in the field. So I'm going to be requiring a survival check from one of the party members.
I have nice survival. Let's
You have how much?
plus
Plus what? I can't even hear that.
no, plus 6.
Plus 6? My guy, you are the one rolling forever.
Yeah.
If I catch dysentery, I'm blaming you.
Yeah, but the good thing is because I have this is a skill check. I can use this one. Let's go.
Okay.
18.
18. All right, let's see what this event is supposed to be. 51. The 51 event is... Oh, that's nice. Okay. As you were traveling through the desert, and as the rains are blessing the sands, leaving Mulva, you notice that there is a hunting party that is moving through the sands, through the desert, and they are hunting down Scourge. They're bold, and the Scourge are actually retreating from them. So it seems as if these hunters have been emboldened by you guys and your efforts against the Jangwayeka, and they feel as if they are able to hunt the Scourge and save their land.
Nice.
So that
Hey, that's nice.
that's the event for day 1.
There'll be a sense of pride and slight tinges of worriness and seeing that going through Jasyf.
All right.
Perfect.
That's all.
For me, it's going to. I'm going to look at them. I'm going to like nod with approval about like the way they hunt the Scourge with courage.
Like it's a heartwarming sight.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's see here. We're gonna look at day 2. I rolled rain for this one. 64. All right, so you were still in the desert at this time. So let me change the music up too.
Yes, life is no longer simple. I'm pretty sure that's a Portuguese song, and it's making me very happy. Just by the title alone.
Ah, caralho.
What did you say?
Foda-se.
Cabra.
There we go. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. This works. It's like leaving Helios to this kind of music. Yeah, I feel it. All right, so 64. I have to see what kind of animal. Huh.
Mm.
Rain as a herd of camels are traversing the desert.
Hey.
Look at that. It will be a nice picture if we can have a picture of that.
We're all covering ourselves with the Sid's ripped tint to cover from the rain.
It's huge. Yeah, we forgot to wrap up some warm skin.
86.
I mean,
All right, so with an 86, I will require survival checks because this is a sandstorm.
Is it from everyone or from one person?
This is going to be for everyone because you need to be able to stick together. There's a chance of being split up and a chance of gaining
Oh,
exhaustion if you fail.
Oh no, man.
Normal.
Damn.
Sid! Sid!
Hopefully
it
I
7
have ease.
survival? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
survival.
Yeah. Turn your brother around, Sid.
No, I don't have this. I have a 10. And it's not
Oh
the
my
worst.
god,
But
this
it's still
is so
like,
not good. Also, I
Yeah.
appreciate the hydrate, posture check, and glasses. I forgot that I ran out of beverage, so I will be right back.
Out of drinkage. Man. How could you? How could you go the other way and take your brother with you?
I have.
I
your turn.
thought we were hermanos.
Also, hi Nesca.
Welcome back.
So this isn't good because only one of you succeeded. Which means that I need both Tonsal and Sid to make for me Constitution saving throws.
That desert elf made it, as it should be.
As is custom.
damn, what?
Okay. Sid, you did not gain exhaustion, but Tonsal, you do.
No.
No, I'm tired, boss.
So disadvantage
I-
on ability checks.
Can I try to help him with stability?
Can't see him.
Oh, Sandstorm. Yeah. It is what it is.
So now I'm going to require survival checks again, trying to reconvene. Every time that you fail, there's a chance that you'll have to make a Constitution saving throw, and you will continue gaining exhaustion. This sandstorm could actually kill you. So
Mine now is with disadvantage then.
it's for ability checks. So
ability checks, yeah.
yes, I believe that would be the
Yes.
case.
Then let's try.
But yeah, this is ability or skill checks. I always get the two like mixed up.
I
It's
always
the
get it-
difference between them.
I get it mixed
Can
up
I-
as well. So let me just.
Can
oh, I don't wanna
I
do
can
that.
I use my stone calling to try to get me between the sand? With like tremor sense and things like that? To find the other ones?
That I'd allow it, but if you fail that, then you're still gonna have to make it the Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. No, it's like to try like it's basically to try to give me like a modifier extra on top of the survival.
You'd have to succeed on the stone calling roll first.
Let's see. Stone calling. Let's go. $20.
20? Okay, here we go. Yes, it does affect ability checks. So skill checks. Skill checks are considered ability checks in this regard.
Okay.
So
So we rolling for survival.
So with a 20, yes, you will be gaining a bonus. It will be a +1. So you have a +1, but you're rolling at disadvantage for survival.
Okay. Then let's
This is good.
survival. 1 with sorry, not 4. Survival 1 and this is 10.
That's a fail. And Sid?
Dude,
Survival?
Yep. This is see if you can reconvene with the party.
Oh no!
Oh no, Sid!
Nope, you guys remain separated still. Jasyf is trying to find you guys, but you keep wandering further and further away from him. This is where I need both Sid and Tonsal to make Constitution saving throws again.
Can I use my flesh coin to bump up my constitution a little bit for this roll?
You can. If you exceed the 1 point that you spent for stone calling, so essentially if you go 5 or above, you'll have to make a Constitution saving throw for that as well. So just understand that.
Then I will only use 5 for this.
Using 5 for this?
Yeah.
So you will make a Constitution saving throw for this then.
You'll have to roll 4 because I already
it's
used the
the
one.
same one. Right.
Yeah.
So I only got use 4 for now.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can only use 4 or below. You cannot use 5 or above.
For this one then. It's a +3 then, right? In the
Yes, it is a plus.
in the attack. $22.
Okay, that's a 22. That means that you're going to be gaining a +2 to your Constitution saving throw.
Let's go. $15.
15 passes. You don't gain a point of exhaustion.
Let's go.
Sid, however, did.
Can I use stability to remove the exhaustion?
Yes, you can. Understand if you do, you don't get to roll survival next turn. So you'd be staying in place for other people to find you.
Yeah, I think I will try that.
Okay. All right. Exhaustion is removed. I'm going to be needing Jasyf and Tonsal to roll survival checks to try and reconvene.
I have a question.
Yes.
Right? Using... How can I word this? Using my Conjure Mark, could I suppose make an area that's almost like a somewhat of a safe zone?
Yeah, you could do that.
I'm asking this mostly because one, I've copied the Illuminator's thing, what you call this thing, the area effect of it.
Yeah, you could do
So I
that.
wanted to try and apply that to make like a safe zone for the for the sandstorm, right?
I will.
So-
I will indeed allow it. Also, Lubar, welcome on in, buddy. You were streaming No Skin, which I appreciate for obvious
It's a
reasons.
terrifying name.
That is a terrifying name. Yeah, but welcome on in, Raiders. I'm Undead Commander, Tropical Skeleton VTuber, TTRPG content, TTRPG streams, TTRPG author. And currently, my party is in the process of dealing with a sandstorm. As a matter of fact, you know what? I can go and put them in a more appropriate place for this.
I am jamming.
Feel as if this would be the most appropriate.
I can feel the Belleran within me.
Damn straight
Let's
you
go.
can. So I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna use snowstorm stuff. It's a horror game roguelike with really heavy themes. Trying to find a demon its skin while stuck in time loop. Holy fuck, that's a lot.
Mucho gusto de tu pele.
Fast.
Let's
I'm just trying to go and get this to be like very consistent.
Hey man, don't worry. We're just vibing in the sandstorm.
literally. I can imagine that Sid, because he needs to like stop and stabilize himself and wait for us to find it. He started to play some music in there.
Yeah, that's a good idea. See, he's playing music.
That's how he stabilizes himself with the song waves.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He just hums himself out of exhaustion.
Despacito.
There we go.
Oh my.
Hey, that looks very sandy.
It does. It does.
That's actually really old.
So I'm going to say
got all that,
that. Oh, I can turn myself up like 10%. Okay, I can do that. Appreciate that, Lubar. There we go. Turn myself up 10%. All right, so Fernando is going to be like anchored about here. Have you here. And I'm going to have you... I'll have you at the rock. Yeah, really appreciate it, buddy. All right, so this is the current position.
Yeah, I was gonna roll the thing.
Yes, and by the way, Tonsal succeeded on his survival check, so he can actually start maneuvering.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll put 3 charges total on that, so it's +2.
All right.
Ooh,
Yo, 30.
30.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Let's get this.
It's the safest zone I ever seen, man.
Ooh, that sounds so
West
safe.
zone, best zone.
All right, I think I got this.
You have no idea how much this type of music just gets me going. Ooh, that is pretty.
There we go. If you enter into that, you're in the safe zone. It's bridging right on top of Sid. He's essentially in it. He's essentially in it. Tonsal is actually moving close enough to where he's also in it. So both of you are now considered safe from the sandstorm.
Ooh,
Ooh, that was close.
great job, Jasyf. He probably can't listen because the wind is like.
Weenie Junior.
Good job. Good job, just
It's like, I can see you guys, and I'm just like gesturing my wrists together, like stay close.
To think this is day 3.
This is day 3.
We're doing great.
And yeah, I guess we keep moving.
Yep, we're going to continue
Yes.
moving to the west.
Yeah.
So with that, there's nothing that's really going to be separating you. This is going to be the last one for the desert. So we're just going to go and see here. Separate out. We're going to roll the weather die. It's partly sunny. That's good. It's good. We're
Yeah.
gonna roll this. Let's hope we don't get another
I'm almost
64.
dangerous. Oh, no.
Got a 34.
Kinda scare us. Die did.
Can I roll a survival for you?
I mean, you
I
can.
don't know if we have to yet. Do we have to roll one?
You're going to be soon. You just have to go and give me a little bit of a moment.
I see. Okay.
So then you can actually deal with the effect here.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, can I stability my brother?
Well, it would have been expected that you guys rested in between because this is a day by day.
Ah, the next day. Okay. So
Yeah, this isn't forced march, so he's not maintaining this exhaustion. The exhaustion goes away after he rests. He rests.
Oh, okay. I was really scared.
Yeah. No, it's all good. All right, so day 4, partly cloudy.
My heater.
Okay. As the text suggests, day 4, partly cloudy, as the party is observed by strangers. And because this is in Helios, these are Felician Shire. They are nomadic peoples, of course, but they are observing the party as you are moving through. So whatever it is you choose to do, feel free. Otherwise, survival check from a party member.
I'll just give them the 2 Shire symbols of like hello and like safe travels, right?
It says you're gonna keep playing music.
Okay, 17, that's really good. You're able to go and continue moving through. Jasyf, I would like for you to make a persuasion check at advantage.
Yeah, we're persuading. Okay.
We're persuading.
Advantage. Thank God I had advantage.
All right, with an 18.
Oh, that's the first roll. It's fine.
Hey, it's still nice. Got that 8 out of the way.
True.
As you're passing by, you see the Shairi. They are, well, once again, like they're observing the party. And as you are maneuvering through the desert, following with the 2 Balaran that are accompanying you, you give your 2 signs towards them, and they give 2 signs back. These 2 signs are essentially giving you protection, and other than protection, that the other sign is a peculiar one. Peace in death.
Huh. You like think about it like, huh, is that really what they did? And it's like, yeah, it's the only sign that could mean that. And he will like at peace with himself at this point, nod in like understanding and in agreement.
Make an insight check.
Boop, 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 boop. Ooh.
Nice. You can surmise, like, off of them giving these signs at you, that they know who you are, They recognize who you are. They know that you were a Dawnwraith. So ordinarily they would spurn you. But currently, this is them hoping that you are blessed by the idols and that you are at peace when you die. So they're essentially saying that they want the idols to welcome you regardless of your faith.
I see. Okay. That's interesting though, because I think the reaction will be similar. Like just a point of like questioning it for a moment, and then nodding in understanding.
Yeah. That's essentially
Right.
what you're getting from them as well. It's like, huh, that's weird. Okay, well, all right. We get it.
Like I appreciate it. It's just odd,
Yeah.
I guess.
Which now...
I'm not used to it.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Well, that's new to me. Now we get to move into the area that is going to be having the roles a bit different. Because now you're going to be entering into Steralt itself.
Hmm.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make one map. This will be the base map for it. It will have no grid, but it's essentially meant to just be, here's this pretty thing for you to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. It's not that one. That one. Or that one. Actually, you know what? I think that I think I found one that would be pretty good. Hold on. Yeah, this one's pretty good. Let's hope this doesn't crash my foundry. I've had it crash my foundry before. All right.
That is a worrisome thing to say.
It is, but we're good. We're Gucci. All right. And I get to change the music again. So I do apologize if you were getting used to this.
It's fine. I'm leaving the desert. It's good that I start feeling not used to things. I'm finally leaving, guys. I'm traveling the world. My childhood dream is coming to life. Which is an incredible thing for Jasyf at this point.
Let's see what the weather is here. It's partly sunny.
I am loading.
Wow. Wow. Let's see, I'm 98%.
98.
It's a little chunky.
Oh, alright.
It's okay.
Ooh, look at that.
We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there one day, boys.
And I'm gonna go and roll the percentile now to see what happens.
Be careful, there's a waterfall there.
What's a water? Whoa. It's my first time seeing a waterfall. my first time seeing all this green.
I never seen so much water in the same place.
Right? It's like that's not even the thing. It's the elevation. It's like such a beautiful thing.
Yay! I love it.
It's one of my nice
I love
animated
it.
maps for y'all. It's like, I love this.
I had to go and look at the stream because
Wow, so much technology.
I'm just working. Well, I'm working through there, so don't worry about me for now.
That's all right.
But yeah, I know you say nothing spectacular happens, but for Jasyf, all of this is spectacular.
I had to add clouds. I forgot to add clouds. Can't have something like this and not have clouds.
Partially sunny. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's partly sunny. There's nothing spectacular happens. It's just what would happen if you're in the woods. That's all.
It's like, is it always like this? So that's gonna be one. And we were just like, hey, keep walking.
It's like, you get used to it.
It reminds me of my home.
Is this not your home?
Oh.
I mean, technically yes, but it was more like up north, I think.
I see. Wow.
I wonder if the people in the orphanage survived.
All of the orphans are dead.
They should be fine.
You keep mentioning an orphanage. Were you all raised there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a nice place. I mean, there was a lot of humans in there because it was a city of humans basically, but we found some Baran that was working there that told us about our culture. It was a nice guy.
You'll like look at him as a telling a story, and then he'll just say, like, "Damn it, Rocky, you've got a sense of humor in you, don't you?" I too was in one. Granted, it wasn't for too long, but I spent some of my younger days there.
Yeah, it was great times for us. A lot of playing around, meeting new people every day, learning to hunt.
The hunting part was the funny thing for me. It was a lot of fun for me.
But I always liked music, but I couldn't afford it. That's why I became a dancer. You don't need instruments to dance. And then she starts dancing. Makes sense, right? A dancer bard?
Yeah,
When you're poor?
entertainer. Entertainer. It would seem to seem we're more alike than I thought at first. Well, let's not be stuck with sad stories. Please tell me, what more can I learn from here?
Oh, there's a lot to learn from here. If you're going to hunt, you're going to learn about how the terrain works. Look at this, for example. I'm going to point at the waterfall. From here, there is a lot of fish that normally goes up and down depending on the season, and there is a lot of animals that feed on those fishes, so you can get a lot of prey next to a waterfall.
But how did the fish go up? The water is rushing downwards.
Oh, that's one of the miracles of nature.
That's. Huh. You just see him staring and trying to imagine the fish, like, fighting against the current as going upwards.
So he's gonna see if he can see through the waterfall and if there's anything beyond the waterfall, like if there's a cave or something. I'm gonna let's see perception.
Look at that.
There's nothing behind the waterfall.
All right. Hey brother, where should we go next? Should we go down? I can make us fall slower.
Well, let me check again. Jasyf, do you have the map again?
Oh, yes, it's here. Let's pull it out. We try to locate ourselves.
Yeah.
Well, we went
So-
through the desert, so we should be, somewhere here?
Australian
Is that
forest.
right?
We are. I think we are just enter the forest. We are. We are in the in the right direction. We need to keep going. Let's see. I guess I'm going to make a survival check to see if I can find the way to go now.
All right.
Well, think about it for a moment. If I use this, then I use it.
We rest every day, so.
11.
Honestly, you think you're going in the right direction. As like the main feeling that you have is if you continue heading west, you'll properly make it into the hunting grounds of the Nyama.
But that's like straight into the den of the beast kind of thing? Or.
Well, the main way to hunt the Nyama is to head into its hunting ground because you don't find it, it finds you.
Yeah, I see. We are not prepared to fight it yet, though.
So, Jasyf, you were saying that there was like not a town, but like a village or something like that in their way.
Oh, yes, Malva mentioned that there might be a place called Three Brothers, something around those lines.
You think we can point it out in the map? Maybe we can find it. Maybe I can guide you if I know what it is.
Well, it should be somewhere around here. That's what she pointed at. And I'll point it at it on the map.
We need to go west, so I think this will help. She is gonna cast fly on us.
Okay.
Question on that. Is where I'm pointing, like, towards the west of the way we would have exited?
Like, in what way? Like,
It's
what-
Three Brothers. It's Three Brothers west from here.
Yes.
According to, like, if we... It is. Okay, so it is the right way. Got it.
All right. You're giving everybody flight.
Yeah, 3 charges.
Okay.
Whoa.
Well, this is gonna make this a whole lot worse.
Hmm.
Let's see. All right. As you are flying, I need all of you to make perception checks.
Perception. Let's see. There. 26.
Nice.
Sid doesn't notice, but Jasyf and Tonsal do. Jasyf hears it, but Tonsal sees it. So I'm going to start with the hearing part. Hold on, I gotta drink water. My bad.
Oh,
Feels like it's been a minute since I've done like a monster voice.
all spoons.
It's wild.
It's fine. It'll still. Hearing it, he'll kind of stop for a moment and look for the source of it.
This is where Tonsal sees it. A massive scorpion-like dragon. Its aft end is adorned with a smoke trail, and the smoke trail is comprised of many faces and souls screaming as it is skulking through the treetops. I want you to make a religion check at advantage.
Really?
Jasyf can make, like, Jasyf actually just notices it as it's getting closer, so Jasyf can make a religion check, but not at advantage.
Fair. Fair.
Hey.
Blah, 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 blah.
You two don't know what this is in terms of how significant it can be, but both of you know a dragon when you see one.
I'm going to make, in the moment I see that thing, I'm going to make a mental link with the party. I'm going to say to Sid that he needs to put us down now, like right now.
Sid, you're happy in the air. It's like, wow, I finally get to fly. This is wild. And everybody else gets to fly too. Isn't that great?
Yeah, it's great. I can make it last longer too. And see, is thinking about using stability to just make it longer.
Brother, a dragon.
Yeah, I like that joke. Dragon is nuts, right?
No, dragon on those notes. I'm going to point at the creature.
What?
He sounded
I don't
so
see anything.
distant. I'm gonna let you make a religion check at advantage. Okay, well that
It's
It's fate. It's fate.
perfectly balanced. That's what happens when you have the stability calling.
The only dragon Sid cares about is his dragon of creativity.
You know that thing in the air, that dragon, it is one of the 13. How is it here?
Why is it here? This is so strange. Like, is there something happening today, brother? I don't remember. Is there a special date?
I think it's going to be the date of our death if you don't put us down now, brother. Now.
Should we hide?
Yes.
I think it might be
don't-
dangerous to use more magic. So I think maybe we just stay quiet. Like really
I
quiet.
don't think I've ever like in mind. I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen one of those before.
No, you've never
Neither
seen a
do
dragon
I,
before.
but
This
I-
is new.
Whoa. I'm looking at the Beller and like hearing them mind panicking. It's like, well, this would probably be a good idea then to get down.
I'm panicking in Spanish.
Good thing
Ah,
I
caramba, Dios
understand
mío.
you.
Pecho
¡Ay, Dios
tierra.
mío! ¡Se cae el cielo!
Okay. Barasha.
Ya.
So let's get down.
All right, so all of you are getting down.
Hey, if the experts are telling me to get down, I'm not gonna fuss with them.
If you would like to hide, I suggest stealth checks.
$29.
Mm. Mm.
Okay. 29 plus 12 plus 12 divided by 3. It's effectively a 17.
Decent.
All right. It moves into frame, flies and lands at the waterfall, and begins drinking from the water. As it looks up towards the party, okay. As it roars, and that roar cascades across the Steraltian forests. This is a god. And it's in your presence. Now that it's closer, and because you have 2 Balaran in the party, I can tell you that Draconai, the great dragon of forests, is before you. And if you're not careful, your soul will be his. And this is where we're going to end the session.
Yo! I wasn't expecting a drum so early. What the fuck? I'm not prepared, Mr. GM.
I'm Thawi.
I'm not prepared.
I'm Thawi. I will allow 1 insight check from 1 person.
I have a +6. I don't know you.
I have a +0. Enjoy.
What is the inside, right? +2. You can do it. You can do it.
Ah, almost.
13.
Look at that.
My God.
It was destiny, man.
Tonsal,
Yeah.
he sees you. And he wants you to know it. He wants you to run. We'll resolve that next session. So anyways, fan art.
Yeah.
Let's look at fan art.
Yeah.
It's time to fart.
Hold on. Oh yeah,
Great stuff. Fantastic.
I gotta.
I hope I taste good.
There we go. That's
We almost died in a sandstorm. That was really close.
I think we almost died is going to be something that we say often in this hunt.
There we go. Okay, so let's go and pull up that fan art. When you overuse a void calling, just disappears. Trying to heal flesh and rock callings at the same time didn't work. It's rock. Yeah, the fog is coming. The most important treasure of them all. Knowledge. Knowledge. In a different universe, Rogue Jasyf walking in with enchanted long chain manacles. Yeah, you'd be Silas from League of Legends. Kunai would change.
I would take their magic and throw it back at them. It would be perfect.
It's exactly.
Think about
what
it. You are
do.
basically silenced already with the sister ray.
You are Silas.
Yes.
You are Silas.
Yes.
Oh, remember to show my new art. It's like a few posts above.
All right.
Everyone at the same time. Read, motherfucker, read. Sid giving bardic inspiration. Why'd she spread her legs for that?
We don't
Oh,
talk
no.
about that. It's a kid's show.
Yeah, we don't talk about
We don't
that.
do-
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty intense end of this session where it's like, hey, by the way, you want to meet God?
Remember to show my new art. It's like above the memes.
Oh, it is? Okay, hold
Oh,
on,
the
hold
blue
on.
one.
Right, yeah, he actually posted it.
Blue da woody da wooda.
Ta-da!
Because I'm blue now.
He's got a crystal too.
I'm blue forever.
Blue
Until we
forever.
make another mistake.
Gotta love it. 2 days of that nonsense. What is wrong?
Yeah, we're all essentially still shades of blue. I think we oversaw that little fact of things, didn't we?
Oh, that's the thing. Like, so you're still blue, and the only other person that's not the person that's not actually blue is Tonsal. Tonsal's not blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he didn't get hit by that.
Mm.
Yeah, you gotta get your skin
Oh, yeah.
fixed. Gotta stop being so blue. A lizard with
So I have
Indiana
a
Jones
question
vibes.
because I have a flesh green, can I like turn like Jasyf back to normal? Like,
Yeah.
okay, next time we need to remember that.
I mean, for the sake of brevity, can we just say you do that during one of the long
Yeah.
rests?
Yeah, one of the long rests we can say that we did that already.
It's like, do you wish to stop being a Smurf? Do you not want to
Please.
be a member of the Blue Man Group?
I've left my people looking like one. I don't want to remain. I don't want to meet new people looking like one.
No, look at that. Jasyf is one of is Smurf in League of Legends uses Silas, man.
Which, by the way, time to go and see who we raid. We got an 18. Jasyf got 2. Sig got a 4.
Two
Look at that.
phones.
Oh, bam, bam, bam.
14. All right. I guess
Let's-
I'm picking the raid. Who the hell are we going after?
Yeah, we'll just give you this one from now on.
Apparently they're giving me like this one for a while now.
Yeah, we are good like that, you know. We are cool like that.
Just
We
you
could
know-
raid Ruby.
Oh, hold on, I gotta see now. I got to see. God, I have like so many people that I could go into. Hold on. I have way too many people in general. I mean, I got RNGesus. Yeah, Ruby's crafting some stuff. She was teasing at that on Twitter. Good reading to Phoebe, who's doing D&D right now, just talking about Pathfinder. Been a while since I've raided in the bolts. Jasyf could do Jasyf.
Well, talking about that, I need to go, so take care, everyone.
Have a good one, dude.
Have a
Take
good
care.
one. Why?
Adios, goodbye.
No, I want to raid into Solve.
Ooh, okay. Let's go.
It's Solve's first stream coming back. I think that they deserve a raid. 100%. Oh, here's their comathon. There we go.
What?
Appreciate it, Bengal. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all so much for the raids, for the bits, for the subs, everything. I really, really appreciate it. Tonight, I might be streaming Halo Master Chief Collection, playing Halo ODST with Nello. Need to go and touch base with them on that. If not, I'll just be vibing for today, getting some stuff ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow is A Mantle's Burden, episode 1. So we're going to be doing that 7:30 p.m. EST. And then, of course, we're going to be back to our regularly scheduled like D&D programming. For Sunday with 8 p.m., we're doing Where Souls Tread yet again. We're going to be continuing this train as we go, but give some love and support to Solve. Solve currently is doing an art stream right now. It's their Comathon, and it's their first stream back. So go and give them some love. They very much deserve it. I, for one, am very appreciative of them as a person. They've been very supportive of me, and I've known them for quite some time. So see you all later. Have a good one, everybody. Doses.
Bye.
Adios.
I didn't even put my raid message.